Good morning, everybody. So, I wanted to share something real quick. Hopefully, this video will be really short. Um, so yesterday, as I was doing my morning devotional, as I'm reading through the book of Luke, chapter 11 in particular, I came across something. It just, when you get that aha moment. I spoke about it in church today. When you get that aha moment, you see a verse or a couple of verses, or you're reading something in scripture that, even though you've read it countless times, it's like a light bulb just went off in your head. It's like, you're like, wow. And so this one verse brought something to remembrance. And I was like, wow, I can't believe all the years I've been reading the Bible that I missed this, or not that I missed it, I didn't pay close attention to it. And it reminded me of other verses in James, and verses in when Jesus did the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew. So it all tied in together. It was so amazing. But anyway, that's not why I'm posting this video. But you asked why am I making this video about Turkey? And I'm speaking of the Bible. Well, it's because I had an aha moment. I had another aha moment today. A friend of mine shared a video with me of this senator, I believe. I don't know if she's Russian or Yugoslavian, what country she's from, but I'll look it up. But you can look it up also. And I'm listening to her speak, and it's all subtitles because she's speaking in her language. And what she's saying, I'm like, she's claiming that, obviously we know about the vaccine. She's claiming that, people were forced to get something that's a killer. It's not tested and things like that. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video either. But anyway, but you can watch the video because I'm going to link it. I'm just watching. I'm saying, okay, where's this lady going with this? And she's going on, and she starts talking about the earthquake in Turkey. And she starts saying that it's all man-made, man-created. And she starts talking about HAARP. If you guys don't know what HAARP is, I suggest that you look it up, because I can't do it justice here trying to describe it in my limited knowledge. But HAARP, basically, it has to do with sound waves, and it's a study that the U.S. Air Force did in Alaska to test the ionosphere and things like that. So anyway, but you can look it up. But it basically is a powerful, powerful, powerful weapon. So she's claiming that it was possible that that's what was used to cause the earthquake. Now you say, oh man, this lady's crazy, or I'm crazy for even thinking that, or even just acknowledging something like that. But as I'm listening to her, I'm doing what I always do, and I'm thinking, and I'm relating it to a lot of things that I've read that's going on in the world, a lot of things. And so, if any of you know, Turkey is the one nation that said no, that they didn't approve for Sweden to enter into NATO. And I believe every nation in NATO has to agree to let another nation come in to join NATO. And Turkey said no. And NATO and the U.S. were very, very angry, very irate. She goes on to speak about how Turkey is full of great reserves of gas lines, of oil, of all these things, and how just hours before the earthquake, these gas lines were all shut off. And then she talks about how nations in the EU, in Europe, were warning their citizens not to travel to Turkey. And then she's talking about how many nations took their ambassadors out of Turkey, and vice versa. Turkey took their ambassadors out of many nations. But I kept thinking, I'm tying all these things in together. And then I started thinking about, I think I heard something where the United States government was warning the American people not to travel to Turkey. And sure enough, I looked it up just 2 weeks ago. I believe it was like a week before the earthquakes that the U.S. government sent out a thing saying that, be cautious when you travel to Turkey, don't travel to Turkey. So they said it was because of terrorist acts, potential terrorist acts, and this and that. And so I started thinking, I was like, I'm not saying that this is what happened, but I like to connect the dots, and all these dots are connecting too good. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't put anything past man anymore. I don't put anything past these evil governments that we have, these leaders in this world, in every nation, United States, NATO, everywhere. They're all evil, and they don't care that people have to die. I mean, look what's going on in Ukraine and Russia. I mean, these poor innocent people have been being slaughtered on both sides because of these evil, tyrannical leaders on both sides. I'm not saying on one side, on both sides. So could it be that they're so mad at Turkey for not allowing Sweden to enter into NATO that they caused this earthquake? I mean, the lady goes on more and more, so I'm just going to cut this video short so you can go and watch that one. It's on BitChute. So anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about. It's like, hey, at this point, anything's possible, guys. Anything's possible. This wasn't the video I wanted to post today, but it's the video that I was led to do today. God bless you, and go check out that video.